Individual authors do start doing things. Throughout the 1800s, there's all sorts of examples. And basically, there's two models. One is author gets royalty of percent of book price, and those range from like 10 to 20%, or there's profit sharing models. One example, 1848, Edgar Allan Poe got 10% royalties for one of his poems, Eureka. Here's one example in the mid-1800s. Second example, 1856. Ticknor and Fields pays Henry Wadsworth Longfellow 20% of the retail price, but he got a higher royalty because he co-invested in the bookbinding plates. This gets to some of the cost questions. We have data from 1872. Here's the breakdown. $1 per copy. So how does that distribute? Most of that money in traditional book publishing today is split between the retailer and the publisher. But in 1872, most of it was involved in retail and printing. 40 cents out of that dollar go to the retail bookseller, 15% to paper, 15% to the bookbinder, and 10% to the printer and stereotyper. A lot of what emerged in the original publishing industry is because the cost of goods sold was the highest cost. Right.
Yeah.
So retailers were able to extract margins because they own distribution. But more expensive was actually the production costs, including paper, bookbinding, and literally like plates. So you had to like buy your own plates. So oftentimes authors would buy or produce the plates to get a higher share of revenue or profits.
That's super interesting.
If we look at that, so we have the author and publisher capturing 20% and the retail capturing 40%. Basically, the cost of goods sold capturing another 40%.